My name's Jonny. I've done a few of these now. This is all about Christmas music, as I'm sure you know. Among a lot of the things I collect, Christmas music is something I can't help buying when I see it. So tonight we've got about an hour and a half of, I don't know where it's going to go because of this. That's just some of my Christmas records, the ones I pulled out today. I might start chronologically and then it might disappear into whatever I fancy next. If you have any questions, let me know. There won't be any Charlie Brown Christmas because I think we've all heard that loads. So this is probably more unfamiliar territory. Anyway, I'll just get going. So we're going to begin in 1957 with the Seeger sisters, as in Peggy Seeger and her sister. And this is American Folk Songs for Christmas, issued by Folkways. And if you ask me, this is probably the purest of all Christmas records I have. It's extremely simple. It's very traditional. It's very beautiful. It's also a nightmare to queue up because some of the tracks are so short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's that. So what we're going to have is I'll probably play 2 tracks in this. Also, Jamie sitting here in the middle oversees this system. We've got a new amp tonight, haven't we?
We have.
Do you want to explain it very quickly?
It's a big fat amplifier from Audio Note with God knows what. It's an experimental one.
It's behind here, isn't it?
So
it's a giant bronze thing with
have a look before
light bulbs.
It's good. It's lit up like a
Well, it means
tree.
it means it should sound quite good tonight, shouldn't it?
Yeah,
What arm are we using tonight?
You what?
What arm are we using?
That one. Well, I mean, he can tell you.
It's a dyno later on. It's a DV404.
Yeah, I knew that. Okay, so this is one track from the beautiful American Folk Songs for Christmas. I think it's 1957 with the Seeger sisters. I'll just wait. That's my cueing. Okay, here we go.
Joseph was an old man was he. He married Virgin Mary, the Queen of Galilee. As Joseph and Mary was walking one day, here are apples, here are cherries, Mary did say. Then Mary said to Joseph, so meek and so mild, Joseph, gather me some cherries, for I am with child. Then Joseph flew in anger flew he. Let the father of the baby gather cherries for thee. And Jesus spoke a few words spoke he. Give my mother some cherries, bow down, cherry tree. Bow down, cherry tree, low down to the ground. Mary gathered cherries and Joseph stood around. Joseph took Mary all on his right knee. What have I done, Lord? Have mercy on me. Joseph took Mary all on his left knee. Oh, tell me, little baby, when thy birthday will be. On the 6th day of January, my birthday will be, when the stars in the elements will tremble with glee.
I normally sit there when I do this, but tonight we're trying something out. I'm sitting over there because when I sit there, I sit right in front of that speaker, so it sort of annoys the sound a bit. Was that loud enough, or could it be a bit louder? Oh, okay, all right. So this is the other one I adore from this record. Mary Had a Baby, which is, I think we all know that, but it's this is an early version.
Keep a coming and the train done gone. Who came to see him, my Lord? Who came to see him, my Lord? Who came to see him, my Lord? The people keep a coming and the train done gone. Shepherds came to see him, my Lord. Shepherds came to see him, my Lord. Shepherds came to see him, my Lord. The people keep a coming and the train done gone. King Herod tried to find him, my Lord. King Herod tried to find him, my Lord. King Herod tried to find him, my Lord. The people keep a coming and the train done gone. They went away to Egypt, my Lord. They went away to Egypt, my Lord. They went away to Egypt, my Lord. The people keep a coming and the train done gone. Angels watching over, my Lord. Angels watching over, my Lord. Angels watching over, my Lord. The people keep a coming and the train done gone. Mary had a baby, my Lord. Mary had a baby, my Lord. Mary had a baby, my Lord. The people keep a coming and the train done gone.
Anyone heard that album before? Good. I mean, it is quite special. I mean that in the special way, not the way my kids use the word special. Okay, so we'll go to about it's about the same year actually, 57 again, with a double piano act, who you may or may not have heard of. I always get their name wrong. Ferrante and Teacher, do we know them? Ferrante Tesha, they made tons of records, didn't they? Tons of records. This is their Adventure in Carols album. As you can see, it's sort of nodding at space age madness. And what they did was they played two pianos, and then they kind of mucked about with it. Or they didn't necessarily muck about with, but the studios did. They made some quite straightforward records. This is not a straightforward one. We're going to listen to their version of, well, it is kind of straightforward, but I think if you listen to this now and you think, you sort of go back to 1957 and think I bought a Christmas record. And they put it on and they hear this. I think they would have thought, what the bloody hell's going on? Because it's just, to my ears, it's unusual now. So, 1957. almost deserves a round of applause, that one. To me, this is like a kind of top Christmas record because it's so bonkers. You see what I mean? Someone in 1957, 58 getting home and playing that on their stereo or whatever they had at the time, their dance set. I don't know what they had back in 1957, but I mean, it's quite mad, isn't it? Ed Cookie Burns. Anyone know Ed Cookie Burns? Ed Cookie Burns. Okay, good. This is Ed Cookie Burns. Ed Burns was an actor, good-looking American actor, had a starring role in LA-based TV detective show called 77 Sunset Strip. His name in it was Cookie, hence Ed Cookie Burns. And this is his Beatnik. This is his Beatnik 7 called Yulesville. Of course it is.
Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the pad, not a hip cat was swinging, and that's nowhere, Dad. The stove was hung up in that stocking routine, like maybe the fat man would soon make the scene. The kids that fell by had just made the street. I was ready for Snoresville. Man, was I beat. When there started a rumble that came on real frantic, so I opened the window to figure the panic. I saw a slick rod that was making fat tracks, souped up by 8 ponies, all wearing hat racks. And a funny old geezer was flipping his lid. He told them to make it, and man, like they did. They were out of the chute making time like a bat, turning the quarter in 8 seconds flat. They parked by the smokestack in bunches and clusters, till Chubby slid down, coming on like gangbusters. His threads were from Cubesville, and I had to chuckle. In front, not in back, was his Ivy League buckle. The mop on his chin hit a button-down collar, and with that red nose, Dad, he looked like a baller. Like he was the squarest, the most absolute. But let's face it, huh? Who cares when he left all that loot? He laid the jazz on me and peeled from the gig. Well, and have a cool Yule, man. Later. Like dig?
Yeah, his threads were from Cubesville. That's sort of chronological, and I could stick to that, but I actually want to play this now, which is, I think this is 1960. This is the Toshiba Singing Angels. This is a choir, I suppose, financed by Toshiba in Japan. I mean, why would you not want to buy that? Okay, so obviously this is a Japanese choir, Japanese young children's choir. I think it's kind of children. I mean, there's a couple of pictures of them. They're all quite young, up to teen probably. Anyway, this is the Toshiba Singing Angels. So that's Toshiba Singing Angels. There are more. There's other Toshiba Singing Angels records, but to me that one's the most interesting one. There's quite a lot of children singing in Christmas records. Quite a lot of schools made children's records. We've got a couple of really good schools records coming up. This is Songs for Children. Argo, part of Decca, made a large series of educational records. These sort of things were played at my school. This is not a Christmas record, but it's got a Christmas record on it, which I love. So this is James Blades. He's the percussionist. James Blades, I think, was the guy who played the rank gong, didn't he? Yeah. Is that right?
Yep.
Yes. Was he the one with all the muscles, or did he just make the noise? He just made the noise, didn't he? There was yeah. Okay, I love this record. I think this is really hypnotic. 1, 2, 3. It's only a minute long. So it's Mary Rowland's Patshaw, James Blades, singing about pigs at Christmas.
There was a pig went out to dig Christmas Day, Christmas Day. There was a pig went out to dig on Christmas Day in the morning.
There was a cow went out to plough Christmas Day, Christmas Day. There was a cow went out to plough on Christmas Day in the morning.
There was a sparrow went out to harrow Christmas Day, Christmas Day. There was a sparrow went out to harrow on Christmas Day in the morning.
There was a drake went out to rake Christmas Day, Christmas Day. There was a drake went out to rake on Christmas Day in the morning.
There was a crow went out to sow Christmas Day, Christmas Day. There was a crow went out to sow on Christmas Day in the morning.
There was a sheep went out to reap Christmas Day, Christmas Day. There was a sheep went out to reap on Christmas Day in the morning.
There was a minnow went out to winnow Christmas Day, Christmas Day. There was a minnow went out to winnow on Christmas Day in the morning.
Brilliant. Okay, so that's about 1965, and a lot of these Argo children's records have got really good paintings by children on them, so they all look as brilliant as that. Okay, what was I going to do? Okay, let's do that then. Right, so I'm not going to do it chronologically anymore because I'm a bit restricted by that. Christmas music played on the sitar. Sitar Christmas music. It's called Sitar Christmas music by a gentleman called J. Ram. I think it's probably easier if I just play it. I'll probably play both tracks because they're both bananas in a good way. I don't know if it's amateur or it's supposed to sound like this, but it's sort of good and bad at the same time. Anyway, let's have a go. Let's do that, all right? We've got quite a lot to get through, so I'm gonna actually not play the next track. You see what I mean there? It's kind of bad and good. I mean, it's probably just all, you know, one take and knocked out. So that was obviously Silent Night. It goes quite well with this, I think. We Wish You a Cosmic Christmas. Okay. It's actually quite good, this. Guy called Philip Renault. It's quite a well-known, I suppose, a well-known sort of Christmas record. Let's play his cosmic version of Jingle Bells. Probably best I just play it, actually. think we get the idea of that one, don't we? It's not difficult to get that record. It's like all these records. If you know what they're called, you can go and get them, and they're quite.
What year is that?
78, is it? I think, or something like that. I don't know. I'll give you the sleeve and have a look. Who asked? It's got 2 different sleeves. 77. Yeah. French. Right. Christmas with Mare and Miranda. There they are on the cover. These two are from South Africa. I think they made about 4 or 5 records. I don't really know how to describe them, apart from the fact they're sort of just bananas, really, and they're kind of out there on their own sonically. They don't seem to have any rules apart from making an interesting noise. So this is quite traditional, but in a Mare and Miranda fashion. Ancient instruments, 13th century. I mean, the origins of this noise of the 13th century. Anyway, I'll shut up and listen to it. I mean, it's an early record, so there are little pops on this, but I think it's worth hearing because it's nuts. So that's Mare and Miranda. The records are for sale if you look hard enough, and they're normally about £2 because nobody really wants them. I think they're really good. They're always very distinctive. They always make those kind of, what do you call it, coloratura, is it? Where they kind of go, they sort of make this, it's not singing, but it's making a noise. It's sort of, I don't know. Anyway, that's Mare and Miranda. I had a feet. I know what to play next. There it is. Right, Santa's Gone Hawaiian. Anyone seen that before? No? Santa's Gone Hawaiian? Okay. 1959. Comes with an insert. It's very sweet, this actually. It's very sweet. And we're going to listen to a Christmas luau. That's what it's called anyway. It's very sweet, this. If I've queued it up properly. So this is Santa's Gone Hawaiian Christmas Luau.
The night before Christmas, and all through the holly was singing and dancing, and oh molly molly, mama in her moo and me in my malu, greeting iconies, behea mahalo, sister gathered flowers for a lay, brother watched the emu all of the day, soon the music boys began to play. Tables were loaded with plenty of cocoa, opihi and salmon, and steaming hot lolo. We ate and talked stories until we were poor. It was really my coffee at our Christmas luau. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the holiday was singing and dancing, and ho molly molly, mama in her moo and me in my malo, greeting iconics, behea mahalo. Sister gathered flowers for a lay, brother watched the emu all of the day. Soon the music boys began to play. Millie's old and new for tables were loaded with plenty of cocoa, opihi and salmon, and steaming hot lolo. We ate and talked stories until we were poor. It was really my coffee at our Christmas luau. Sister gathered flowers for a lay, brother watched the emu all of the day. Soon the music boys began to play. Millie's old and new for tables were loaded with plenty of cocoa, opihi and salmon, and steaming hot lolo. We ate and talked stories until we were poor. It was really my coffee at our Christmas luau. It was really my coffee at our Christmas luau.
So you now know what Christmas sounds like in Hawaii. I'm playing this because this is the sort of record I come across on my travels. Christmas Crafts by Carol, okay? So this is, I'm going to play this because I think it's really funny. This is a radio broadcast system record. They made a lot of these. This is the Christmas one. And this allowed you on the radio to play interesting snippets in between your sort of radio shows. And there's one for every day of Christmas. I'm only going to play one, but you just get the idea of the sort of madness that's out there if you're prepared to buy any old crap. There's 14 on this side. I think there's 28 of these altogether. And this is Carol telling you what you can do at Christmas, crafts at Christmas. So this would have been on some American radio station in the early 60s. I'm only going to play one, don't worry.
Hi, this is Carol with more Christmas gift and decorating ideas. Tree ornaments can be made from plastic cups, yarn, and ingenuity. Wind yarn around a pair of plastic cups, then sew the cups together at the opening. Trim with sequins and beads sewn around the center. Merry Christmas from Carol.
Okay. Honestly, they get madder as it goes on. To sort of start running out of ideas and it starts getting death. She makes drawers out of shoe boxes and it's just ridiculous. Anyway, that's Carol. I actually wanted to play the Soulful Strings. It's a bit of a classic. So, do we know this? It's like one of the biggest Christmas records. No? Okay, good. Soulful Strings, sort of like what they sound like, Soulful Strings. went on to become, or half the members went on to become, a band called Earth, Wind and Fire, who we have heard of, haven't we? Yes, okay. So this is a classic cadet record produced by Richard Evans, and I think Richard Evans is a much better producer than say, Joe Meek, who got all the plaudits. I think this guy makes a much better sound. It's a bit slightly patchy record, but the interesting thing for a lot of people like me is that Dorothy Ashby's on it. Dorothy Ashby being the jazz harpist. So it's kind of just a great record. I'll play one of the two big tracks. Dorothy Ashby comes in towards the end of this, but this is their version of The Little Drummer Boy. This is just a brilliant Christmas record. Sounds banged in here, doesn't it? So none of you have heard that before? Oh God, it's such an amazing record. It really is such an amazing record. It should be much better known, actually, because it's just really good. It's got a very good version of Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy on it. I think it's all on, various platforms, so you can hear it now. This Christmas even, just before you came in, we were just testing the system. I played this. So Douglas Leedy. Do we know Douglas Leedy? It's unlikely. No? Okay. This is Douglas Leedy. A Very Merry Electric Christmas to You. You called it a Moog exploitation, didn't you? But I think it's worth pointing out he's using a Moog, or a Moog, a buckler, and also the brilliantly called Og-Knob Generator. Okay? Right, so... Right, what you've got to do here, this is very funny. See if you can work out what famous Christmas song this is. Totally bonkers. Anyone get it? Well, I don't know. I mean, it's all over the place. But to me, that's the funny one because it's just it's so bananas. Sort of doesn't make any sense, does it? And then it sort of does. I will say to get to this sort of level of Christmas records, you have to buy a lot of Christmas records because there's an awful lot which are really just boring. I mean, there's absolutely, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of Christmas records, and a lot of them are so dull. Do we know Anita Kerr? Anita Kerr singers? Are we aware of Anita Kerr? No? Good crowding tonight. Excellent. No, you're just exactly what you want, because otherwise you sometimes get people in here who know everything. Oh, yeah, I've got 4 of that. Or no. So this is Anita Kerr. There's 2 Anita Kerr records here. These are 2 Christmas records. So she was a brilliant kind of arranger, writer, and she had a group of singers, sort of like pickup group of singers, who she made tons and tons of records with, like absolutely tons of records with. Anika and the Anika singers. But she also had a broad religious streak. So she made quite a lot of religious-based records, as well as kind of pop and sort of jazz. So this is a bit of a classic. Well, actually, I can't say it's a classic. It's not. But to me, it's a bit of a classic. It's a Christmas story. But as you can tell from the cover, it's a slightly hippie Christmas story. And so this is about a hippie who's trying to get into heaven and they don't want him.
Look at him in those faded blue jeans. There's so much hair you can't see his face. There's so many birds grace. Go, he's all about. Long hair and blue jeans won't make it here. He'll be sent down below, so we needn't fear. We don't want him. Make him go away. Make him go. Please don't let him stay. They don't know him. We want the heaven to stay the same old way. Make him go.
The angels can't believe it. St. Peter is actually opening the Golden Gate and letting the young boy in.
Anyway, that's part of Anita Kerr's Christmas story. And that made me think about another record I brought with me, which will go quite well after that. So that's kind of easy listening, although it does cross over with this other thing called Are we aware of Sunshine Pop? Sunshine Pop? Yes, one, yes. You know what Sunshine Pop is? Okay, so this is the 1968 Christmas radio program from the United States Air Force. But it's weirdly, on one side, got the sort of United States Air Force band, and on the other side, it's got a brother and sister, two brothers, two sisters troupe called the Free Design. Have you heard of the Free Design? Free Design? Kites are fun? Okay, we should look up the Free Design. Classic, sort of probably the Sunshine Pop group. So this is their Now Sound of Christmas broadcast. I'll sort of have to interrupt it as I play it, but it's very sweet. See, Free Design there.
This is a program for today's people, the Now generation. We call it the Now Sound of Christmas.
It's the now sound of Christmas. It's the now sound of Christmas. Sound of love. Now sound of Christmas. Sound of love.
This is a contemporary look at Christmas in music and comment. That's the Airmen of Note in the background under the direction of Chief Warrant Officer Bob Bunton. They're the official United States Air Force Dance Orchestra, and singing with them, special guest stars, the Free Design.
Christmas love, Christmas sound, Christmas love.
Hi, I'm Chris Dedrick with the Free Design. The rest of the Free Design are my sisters Sandy and Ellen and my brother Bruce, also our percussionist Bob. Rather than talk about Christmas, we like to sing about it, and so here's our message in songs.
There's your brand new car, sir. Here's your hat and gloves. There's your pretty wife, sir, whom you almost love. There's your color TV set in your impressive bag. There's your little baby girl you're almost glad you had. Such a pretty dress, miss, such a graceful walk, bubbling femininity, authoritative talk. There's your nanny's prominent, treats you like a queen. All your little secrets kept, your reputation's clean. The proper ornaments of life. Got a status, status, paid vacation, and an intellectual education. Ornaments of life, ornaments of life, ornaments of life. Chemicals and Jesus, toys and money, hide behind your mask of clothes and makeup, ornaments. There's your brand new car, sir. There's your hat and gloves. There's your pretty wife, sir, whom you almost love. There's your color TV set in your impressive bag. There's your little baby girl you're almost glad you had.
What's behind that countenance? What's behind the lace? What is in your mind and heart that's hidden by your face?
Behind the ornaments in your life. Ba 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 ba.
Proper Ornaments, that was originally not a Christmas song, not intended to be, although it turns out to be very Christmassy.
And on it goes. That has always been a hard record to get because it was only made by the Air Force. And another one that's always been very hard to get, I think I bought this in Notting Hill, Portobello Road, probably in about 1995, is John Waters' favourite Christmas record, Santa Claus is a Black Man. It's a very interesting record for lots of reasons. The producer, Teddy Van, took upon himself to go, I've had enough of Christmas, it's too white. Here is a black Christmas record, black power salutes, 2 of them, and that's his daughter on the front. It's quite mad, in a good way. I'll just play the opening theme, Santa Claus is a Black Man, because it's kind of worth hearing. There is another track on here called Rocket Ship, where the little girl's talking about going to Venus to see if there's Christmas on Venus. But I think we'll stick with Santa Claus is a Black Man, because it is a bit of a classic. But it is, I say it was John Waters' favourite Christmas record. It is sung by her, Akim. And also celebrates Kwanzaa, which is, I think, I don't know too much about Kwanzaa, but it's another festival of sort of goodwill at Christmas, but it's not Christmas.
Hey, you want here's a vendetta sight? You know what I found her last night, just when Mama turned out the light. I went in the living room to see what the noise that woke up me, and I saw him by the Christmas tree. Santa Claus is a black man. Santa Claus is a black man, and he's handsome like my daddy too. Santa Claus is a black man. Santa Claus is a black man, and I found out. That's what I'm telling you. Mama must have met Santa Claus before, 'cause he started dancing all over the floor, and I fell asleep at the door. Santa Claus is a black man. Santa Claus is a black man, and he's handsome like my daddy too. Santa Claus is a black man. Santa Claus is a black man, and I found out. That's what I'm telling you. Daddy,
Yes, Akimi.
do you know what happened last night?
What happened, Akim?
Well, I saw Santa Claus, and do you know what?
What, Akimi?
He looked a lot like you. He was handsome.
I can dig it.
He was black.
Right on.
He had an afro. He was really out of sight. Now I'm going to tell everybody that I saw Santa.
Santa Claus is a black man. Santa Claus is a black man. He's handsome like my daddy too. Yes, he is. Santa Claus is a black man. Santa Claus is a black man. Oh, I found out. That's why I'm telling you. Listen to me, people now. Santa Claus is a black man. Santa Claus is a black man. He's handsome like my daddy too. Oh yeah, Santa Claus is a black man. Santa Claus is a black man. I found out. That's why I'm telling you. Oh yeah, Santa Claus is a black man.
I want to wish everybody happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas. Have a nice time.
Whoa, Santa Claus is a black man. Santa Claus is a black man. I found out.
Okay. We can't. The trouble is just this. With these things, there's never enough time. I've got an enormous amount still to go through. But okay, we could have David Frost. Do you know David Frost, the the annoying broadcaster. Yeah. So he made a Christmas record. He's annoying in this because all the way through he's poking his nose in. But he got Billy Taylor, the legendary pianist and composer, to do a Christmas record. And so Billy Taylor did it all, but David Frost came in and poked his nose in and couldn't shut up. So he's annoying because he appears all over this record. But there's there's a good jazz track on here called Bright Star in the East. If you can get past David Frost introducing it and trying to be slightly hip and slightly missing. But anyway, it's David Frost. I mean, David Frost rubbed a lot of people up the wrong way, but also did a lot for broadcasting. It looks like a TV special, but it wasn't. Anyway, this is called Bright Star in the East. Oh, he would have told you that.
We've been trying to write a piece about the three wise men from the East, the editor of the New York Times, and the manager of the Mets, and the philosopher who Billy really respects, Mr. Dizzy Gillespie. And Billy's managed it. He calls it, in fact, Bright Star in the East. We'll be right back immediately after you've turned this record over.
Yeah, he's like that all the way through, and you sort of slightly want him to bugger off. But I mean, without him, the record wouldn't exist, so I suppose that's a good thing. We've got about, what are we, 8 minutes, 7 minutes? There is a lot of really quite good Reggae Christmas records. So I've just picked the first one up. There's that one. The Silver Tones, Christmas Feeling. I'm going to be completely honest with you, I can't remember what this is like. But I've still got it, so it must be okay. But I thought we'd give give it a go anyway. They're normally pretty good.
As you feel the wind blows, you can tell it's Christmas time. Carols and the cakes and wines, a first comes to the mind. We three kings are of Oriental, bearing gifts we travel afar. Silent night, what a holy night. See the little baby shining bright. A merry, merry Christmas, Happy New Year too. Give a little loving, yeah, and God bless you. A merry, merry Christmas, Happy New Year too. Feliz Navidad, da, da. Feliz Navidad, da, da. Feliz Navidad, da, da. Feliz Navidad, da. As you feel the wind blows, you can tell it's Christmas time. Carols and the cakes and wines, they first comes to the mind. While shepherd walks, they flocks by night. See them seated on the ground. Silent night, what a holy night. See the little baby shining bright. A merry, merry Christmas, Happy New Year too. Give a little loving, yeah, and God bless you. A merry, merry Christmas, Happy New Year too. Give a little loving, yeah, and God bless you. Feliz Navidad, da, da. Feliz Navidad, da, da. Merry Christmas.
Right, 1987, Reggae Christmas. Brilliant. I love this record. This is brilliant. This is called Christmas Shopping. This is the best record about Christmas shopping ever made. Because it's just about Christmas shopping. I don't know any other records about Christmas shopping, so it must be the best one about Christmas shopping I know about. But I think I sing this, as soon as it gets Christmassy, I find myself in the car going, I'm singing this. It's brilliant. It's really addictive. It's called Christmas Shopping.
Oh, God, Britney, wanna prepare? Kind of here, Christmas not here. So watch it. Two problems about. Everybody gone shopping. Everybody gone Christmas shopping. I tell you. Everybody gone shopping. Everybody gone Christmas shopping. Some shopping for mommy. Yes. While some shopping for daddy. Even me too. Some shopping for auntie. While some shopping for granny. Everybody gone shopping. I tell ya. Everybody gone Christmas shopping. Everybody gone shopping. Everybody gone Christmas shopping. You know why? Christmas a come and everyone wants a coat. 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 Even the young want fish a coat. Even the old lady wants a coat. She want new frock, new shoes. Yes, figure out. Go out, she go out, she and then shock out. Show the man them say that she has for you. That Christmas come out, say you feel the boat. Christmas a come and everyone wants a coat. Christmas a come and Christmas a come and everyone wants a coat. Christmas a come and everyone wants a coat. So what? Everybody gone shopping. Everybody gone Christmas shopping. Everybody gone shopping. Everybody gone Christmas shopping. What's the order, man? Some shopping uptown, while some shopping downtown. Some shopping in the arcade, while some of them a watch the parade. Cause everybody going shopping, everybody going Christmas shopping.
Say what?
Everybody going shopping, everybody going Christmas shopping.
If him take me son go down Christmas market, me and me son at the market I walk it. Him say a gun, him say, Daddy please buy this. Him say a carrier, him Daddy please buy this. Me carry daughter a dolly, she pick me say, tell me gal so quick you want this. I want you to open your ears and hear this. Say Christmas day and you a free shock out. Christmas day and you hey. Christmas day and you a free shock out. Christmas day and you a free shock out. So what?
Everybody gone shopping. Everybody gone Christmas shopping.
I tell you.
Everybody gone shopping. Everybody gone Christmas shopping. Some buy up the linen, while some a buy up the turling. Some a buy up the gabardine, while some a buy up the Kremlin.
Come in.
Cause everyone gone shopping. Everybody gone Christmas shopping. Cause everyone gone shopping.
I tell you.
Everybody gone Christmas shopping.
Because Christmas a come and everyone want shock out. Christmas a come and everyone want shock out. So girl, lift up your front and you bring it out and flash your one all about her. Show the man them that you a shock out and make them know say the Christmas they bout her. Watch the one that with her big mouth. She no matter, she no care but she a shock out. Hairstyle a shock out, frock a shock out, shoes a shock out, and body a shock out. So jump around, girl, you know you a shock out because Christmas time and everyone want shock out. Christmas time and everyone want shock out. Even me grandmother say she a shock out. Even grandpa say him a shock out. Even the little baby want shock out. Want him tie, you know fi go shock out, shock out, shock out, go out, shock out, shock out, shock out, shock out. Because Christmas a come and everyone want shock out. Christmas a come and everyone want shock out. That's right.
Everybody gone shopping. Everybody gone Christmas shopping.
Even grandma.
Everybody gone shopping.
Where going grandma?
Everybody gone Christmas shopping. Some a buy shoes for mommy. Yes. While some a buy shoes for daddy.
Right, that's your lot, I think.